Bonsoir, bonsoir, chers amis. C'est Deaso et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour ce nouvel épisode sur Genshin Impact. Cette musique est forte, je trouve. On se retrouve aujourd'hui donc pour ce 200... Non, pas 200. Hein. Attendez. Paramètres. Ouais. C'est peut-être plus comme ça. Ouais. On se retrouve donc pour ce 424e épisode, normalement. Et donc on doit aller rencontrer l'informateur de Dori. La marchande Dori. Nous sommes donc toujours dans l'acte 1 du chapitre 3. Et on va espérer pouvoir en venir à bout au bout d'un moment. Hein. Bon. Donc c'est Latiche, visiblement, qu'on doit rencontrer. Donc, rencontre-le. Bonjour. Bonjour.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Wait. On va acheter des fruits à ras pas mieux du tout. Pas du tout sucrés.
What a unique palate. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ah. Ok, c'est sur le papier. Ok, c'est bon.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
Il y a des questions surprises.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me.
Ouais, donc faut vraiment être un connaisseur pour savoir. Hein. Pour pouvoir ne pas être piégé. Non. Ah mince. Ouh. Les figurines. Les figurines nous plaisent. L'emplacement est déjà occupé par une autre quête. Non. Aïe 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 aïe. Ah là là. C'est arrivé. Putain. C'est déjà arrivé avec Amber lors de la quête, lors de l'acte 3 de la quête d'Archon du prologue. Mais les figurines dédaignées. Bon. Donc ce qu'on va faire, chers amis, c'est qu'on va faire une petite ellipse. Je vais enregistrer l'autre partie et on reprendra tout de suite là. De toute façon, j'avais prévu de faire d'abord la quête d'Archon, puis de faire l'événement. Hein. Mais bon, visiblement, ça se passe un peu mal. A tout de suite. Voilà, chers amis, le problème est réglé. Reprenons.
Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things.
Ouais. C'est quoi ce truc confiance?
Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
C'est regrettable.
Hold on. That's not right. Taken by mice means they sold out.
I'm sorry. But as things currently stand, we won't be able to fulfill your order. Why don't you two think things over?
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look at the paper that Alhaitham gave us.
Ok, donc là, il faut qu'on gagne sa confiance. Ah, c'est un truc, j'ai l'impression qu'il y a une mécanique, mais qui n'a jamais été correctement expliquée. Transaction. Ah oui, liste de messages codés que vous avez été fournis par Alhaitham. C'est qu'ils sont nécessaires de prononcer le bon message codé pour acheter les produits spéciaux de Dori. Il est préférable qu'on explique ces listes avant de rentrer. Ah, on a oublié. Venir pour acheter des fruits rares pas du tout sucrés. Derrière un informateur que vous souhaitez rencontrer Dori. Portez des fleurs funéraires. Vous leur acheter des concentrés de connaissances. Portez des roses sumériennes. Vous leur acheter des produits disponibles également sur le marché. Les souris, c'est les clients. Les tigres riches volants, des matras. Ouais. Importés par les souris, les produits ont déjà été vendus. Importés par des tigres riches volants, les produits ont été saisis par les matras. Emballés dans le style de la ville de Sumeru. Achat en petite quantité, emballés dans le style depuis l'Hormose. Achat en grande quantité. C'est un client habile, correspond à manger des fruits haras qui donnent le tournis et font bourdonner les oreilles. Vous avez des connaissances étoffées, correspond à manger des fruits haras qui donnent un coup de chaleur. Allez, on reprend.
Before I retrieve your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Félicitations alors.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Je préfère manger quelque chose qui me donne un coup de chaleur. On va dire ça.
No, that's not it.
Merde.
The paper said that heat stroke is the answer to erudition. Ugh, eating something that causes heat stroke sounds...
Ah merde, c'est encore...
I'm sorry.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a closer look.
Oh, c'est faible. Aïe. Ok, bon. Le truc codé. Donne le tournis et font bourdonner les habiles. Les oreilles. Allez, on reprend.
Before I retrieve your... Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice.
Félicitations alors.
Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Du tournis et des oreilles qui bourdonnent, ce sera encore mieux.
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Petite quantité ou grande quantité? Au début de Sumeru.
I'm guessing that you're going for a more traditional packaging since this is your first time here.
Confiance augmentée.
Wait a sec. Sumeru City style means we're only buying a few things. He won't take us to see Dori.
Ah merde.
He's cautious of us. Let's take a quick...
Merde, mais on savait pas si on voulait en acheter. Ouais, peut-être le grand style. C'est vrai qu'on va rencontrer Dori.
Your products, please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better, you look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad life decision.
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style?
Dans le style de Port Ormos.
Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay. Everything has been confirmed. Miss Dori is waiting for you up at... Shoot! It's the Matra! Run!
What? The matcha? Where? Alhaitham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so
Hmm.
He ran that way!
Bonjour messieurs. Vite le prototype. Non, 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 il faut monter. Ah oui, on l'a vu en plus qu'il est monté. Ah!
Look, he's over there!
Oh, l'auberge.
Hey, if you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way. Another password. Huh? Oh, that voice came from behind the building on the right.
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
Ah, ah c'est Dori.
So you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some horror fruit, Miss Dori. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Wait, you're Dory? I'm unsure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but we'll take it.
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. No matter how much Mora they might have. Not only will they get caught by the Matra, but they'll also get us into trouble. As decent folks trying to run an honest business, we don't need any of that. Wouldn't you agree? So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good.
Tu peux nous montrer tes produits?
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Go ahead, help yourselves. Voila!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all this.
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customers? Don't worry, I'm not interested in your reasons for buying. I can, however, offer some suggestions. Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological ideology and dialectics of the Hilichurls. Only 3 people in all of Teyvat have ever studied it, making it extremely rare. It's on sale now for 350,000 Mora.
Yeesh, who would want to be an expert in that topic?
Oui, je pense qu'on peut trouver quelqu'un qui... Quoique, c'est peut-être la personne auprès de laquelle Dori l'a obtenu.
Or how about the architectural styles and construction methods of Teyvat in the early Archon War period? With this one, you can become an expert in historic architecture preservation and find an excellent, well-paying job in nearly any nation.
Ouh.
Ooh, now this sounds like it could be useful.
2 million Mora, and it's yours. No discounts.
Whoa, that's a lot of
course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's desire. The contents and price of each knowledge capsule are indicated in small text on the body of each one, down at the bottom.
Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
Ok. Je voudrais celui-ci. Celui-là. Et celui-là.
Ah, you've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the eye for quality.
Ça dessine une variété de concentration de connaissances.
I'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers like you are a rare breed. 1 in 100. No, 1 in 1,000 even. Listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million!
Faut pas se laisser avoir par les ruses des marchands.
But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 mora. If we spend just a little more, we can get something worth 1 million mora. Isn't that a fantastic deal? Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble to get this canned knowledge.
Ah
And
putain,
so
Simon,
far,
qui
everything
cache.
we bought belongs to Alhaitham. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself?
C'est bien quelqu'un de curieux ici, c'est toi.
Come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's moral left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful for you. Ahem. You've got a deal, Dori. We'd like to spend an extra 100,000 mora.
Excellent! Then please, select from this fine collection of canned knowledge over here.
Ah.
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose the ones from over there?
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please, take your time.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these.
Peut-être qu'on ferait mieux de ne pas le faire cette fois-ci. Bon, allez, on y va. Ouais.
So, what did you see?
Ils ont l'air tous aussi brillants les uns que les autres.
So, they're all worth about the same amount? Well, anyway, the mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look here. An introduction to traditional Sumeru brewing techniques, the art of growing spices, an overview of ancient runes. Oh, how about this one? Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one.
Si ça te fait plaisir.
Dori, we'll take this one.
All right, very good. I'm expecting some new goods in the next couple days, so be sure to check back again soon. Whether it's canned knowledge or anything else you need, bring your mora to Dori and doors will open.
Our dealings with Dori went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
Bon, ça s'est bien passé. Dori n'a pas l'air d'avoir entendu ce que Paimon a dit. Je suis un peu surpris. Bref. Hop. Rencontrer Dori a acheté des concentrés de connaissances. archives. Ouvrage. De Shiroya et Shirin, ça a l'air d'être des livres sumériens. Ok, donc c'est pas ici. Ah oui, concentré de connaissances, technique d'escrime 8. Qui a été acheté au stand de Dori au prix de 100 000 moras sous les demandes répétées de Paimon. Vous n'avez aucune idée de l'endroit où se trouvent les 7 premiers concentrés de cette série, mais apprendre des techniques de combat pourra toujours vous être utile. Enfin, probablement. Bref. Donc allons à Dori juste.
Mora, Mora, shiny Mora. Oh, please, come back anytime you need something.
Bon, on va espérer avoir mot Dori pour dans plusieurs semaines. Prochain personnage 4 étoiles. Bon déjà, faisons l'événement pour avoir Collei. On s'occupera de Dori plus tard. Si vous voulez savoir comment je sais qu'il y a l'ascenseur qui est là, je suis déjà passé par ici. Je l'ai déjà emprunté. On va aller par ici. J'ai essayé de trouver les haricots depuis le dernier épisode, mais c'était peine perdue. Tiens, il est là.
Ah, you two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, qu'elle Funduk is under the academia's control, so naturally the academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No one here is interested in anything we say, and the Matcher won't come here. Okay, now, tell me how your encounter with Dori went.
Moi, il remettait les concentrés connaissances que vous avez achetés.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about the knowledge capsule that the academia lost now?
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Nous voulons rencontrer l'Archon d'Andro.
Yeah, she just wants to meet the God of Wisdom and ask her about something important. We've been in Sumeru for a while now, but we still haven't found a way. When we heard that the academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track.
Oh!
A short while ago, the academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow! There's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the Dendro Archon? Ooh, or even how to find your brother?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next.
Vous le recherchez aussi?
I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has it in their possession. Several brigades have been vying for ownership of it as of late, but there is still no victor. My personal finances and connections cannot compete with those of the Eremites. After attempting various methods, I finally managed to reach a tentative agreement with several brigades. I agreed to forego ownership of the Divine Knowledge Capsule in exchange for the opportunity to study it. After all, there's no harm in understanding what it is. However, there are those who are less amenable to negotiation, such as those from Ain al-Ahmar. They adamantly believe that the Divine Knowledge Capsule contains the Scarlet King's power, and that he will return to this world when they obtain it. They refuse to let anyone from the Academia tarnish their deity's soul.
So you kept hounding them because they refused to cooperate with you?
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are determined to get that capsule by any means necessary. To that end, they've resorted to many methods more foul than fair in order to amass sufficient funds. So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The Divine Knowledge Capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the Divine Knowledge Capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dori is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dori so you could find out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dori and try to purchase information on the Divine Knowledge Capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the Divine Knowledge Capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation?
C'est exactement ce dont j'ai besoin.
Okay, then we'll meet up in 2 days.
Alhaitham, before you go, we actually bought a knowledge capsule for ourselves, but we're not sure how to use it.
You two want to try using a knowledge capsule? Sure, I can teach you. Doing so right under the Academia's nose is a bit problematic, though. What do you say we head to the outskirts of town?
Ah. Et donc... Ah, ok, par là-bas. Là-bas. Allons-y. On va y voir. Est-ce qu'on va vraiment pouvoir l'utiliser? Qu'est-ce que ça va faire? Hop là. Ah. Il y a du poisson derrière.
All right. This place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here.
Sword Fighting Techniques 8. Huh. A combat class knowledge capsule. This class is something of a rare find these days, since most have been taken by the Eremites to augment their battle capabilities.
Really? Aw, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. However, effects will likely be minimal if you already possess a high amount of strength. We can conduct a controlled experiment where you fight 2 battles, one before using this knowledge capsule and one after. While you fight, we can use an Akasha terminal to monitor your various physical parameters. There may be variances in your physical strength between the 2 tests, as well as a disparity in your opponent's abilities. But don't worry, I'll run statistical analyses afterward to mitigate any confounding effects.
Wow! Alhaitham! You must have been one of those guys at the Academia who got top grades on everything! Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the academia, right? So, why are you risking getting caught by the mantra for this capsule?
Je pose aussi la question.
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test. Just fight as you normally do.
Bon. Mince, on a encore le truc d'Andro. Mais... C'est bon?
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record data. The next step is to use this knowledge capsule. Hold it in your hand. I'll help you establish a connection with it so you can activate its power.
Ok, utiliser. C'est comme si j'avais vu de nombreux épéistes combattre en un instant avant qu'ils disparaissent dans les méandres de ma mémoire. Il y a le halo qui fait chier.
Hey, how are you feeling?
Ma mémoire a absorbé ce qu'il y avait dans le concentré de connaissances.
You mean that it worked?
All right. Time for round 2. Fight with the same composure as before.
Tel Popeye! Oh yeah, le rêve! Je vais juste prendre une équipe où il n'y a pas de... Pas de halo. La seule, je vois pas forcément trop de différence.
Now, I'll start recording data again.
Alhaitham, how's it going?
Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve her combat capability. During the second fight, her overall fighting performance increased by 0.073%.
Ouais, c'est beaucoup!
Wait, how much?
0,073. L'amélioration de mes capacités est quasi nulle.
Dori's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that amount!
Of course, this could be because she is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. Our deal seems increasingly worth my investment. I'm heading back to Akela Funduk. I await your response in 2 days' time. This is Mora for when you ask Dori for information. Pay her as much as she requests.
Voilà. Bon. Attendez, le surlendemain matin à 7h. Vous devez concentrer connaissances pour augmenter vos puissances de combat. Comme Popeye. C'était les épinards. Allez. L'horizon. Bah rien à l'horizon. C'est vide. Pas de terre au sud d'Inazuma. Là, ça serait peut-être l'occasion. J'avais regardé si on pouvait pas voir l'île de Watatsumi d'ici. Et puis le port, mais on pouvait rien voir. Ouais. On a coupé la parole à Paimon. Sans la moindre pitié.
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
J'aimerais des informations sur l'emplacement du concentré de connaissances divines.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big, big trouble.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Quel est ton prix?
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain el-Ahmar.
Ain el-Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worship the Scarlet King?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of the Scarlet King. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dori.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora.
So, on a compris.
We figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain el-Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Alhaitham.
Trust me, I'll find
Remember to bring a token of our friendship the next time we meet, okay? I like to think it's built on a firm foundation of solid, shining Mora.
Ah là là, cette Dori. Non. L'image dépeignant la scène et l'échange du concentré de connaissances divines. Vous pouvez y voir Misri, le chef de l'Alhaitham, et le concentré de connaissances divines qui émet une lueur rouge dans sa main. On peut pas la regarder. On ne voit rien. Non, rien de rien. Malheureusement, on ne voit rien. Bon. Je savais même qu'on peut s'arrêter là. Hein. Moment, l'épisode est assez long. On va donc pouvoir informer Alhaitham dans le prochain épisode. Et en attendant ce dernier, chers amis, je vous souhaite à toutes et à tous une très bonne journée. N'hésitez pas à laisser un pouce bleu, à vous abonner, à commenter cet épisode. En attendant la suite, je vous dis donc au revoir et à bientôt, chers amis. Ciao.